Here we go. The law of solid ground.
A lot of trust comes blindly, right? So people don't really think about trust until it is broken. That's
nice.
When you pay attention, right? It's not you going thinking, can I trust this person? It's more like they're given trust until proven otherwise.
What are symptoms of a high trust organization and symptoms of a low trust organization?
Goes into the product as well, right? So I think when you have a high trust organization, it goes beyond the internal culture, but it shows itself through every facet, from the initial ideas to leadership down to the end user as well.
If you have a high trust organization, everybody's going to chip in and try to give contribution about a challenge maybe. And low trust organization, everybody's just going to keep their opinion to themselves. There's not going to say anything. Just stay quiet.
Or you'll see a lot of high turnover. People.
That's true. Definitely high turnover for sure with low trust organizations.
I think a lot of companies depend on their title as opposed to the value and the trust that they gain that comes along with the title.
Some more symptoms of low trust that I wrote down were like lack of collaboration between teams, low performance across the board, right? That would be a great way to know that there's just not trust going on, right? People are not collaborating, they're not hitting the results. And then a lot of rifts between team members. How can organizations improve in areas of trust?
Say what you're going to do and do what you say.
Create a space where they're able to hear everyone's opinions and take into consideration everyone's opinions and be willing to be open to that, as well as make changes where their changes need to be made.
And to pivot, right? Like be okay to pivot.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay. We're all growing. We're all on this journey together. Doing the right thing and doing good is not always going to get recognized. It won't always be appreciated. You already got the big things by doing the right thing, by feeling and knowing that it was the right thing. Like when we're talking about how to show trust to our clients, how to show trust to those that are trying to enroll in our program, and to be a place that's of integrity, that we're competent, how do you pull that off now?
Trust is like a very loaded word, right? We're talking about integrity and character, and then we're talking about competence, and really they're two different things. Like you can have high level of trust in terms of your competence, but very low level of trust because of your character. And really both are important, right? You're not going to want to follow somebody who's not competent, but you're not going to want to follow somebody who's highly competent, but you don't trust them with your back turned. So I think it's multifaceted, and the key is to constantly work towards building trust in others in all departments, competence and character.
They have to have both. You can't substitute one for the other. And they're both equally as important. I think that with the trust thing and with character, I think we the leaders of the company, we have to give that first, because then that sets the tone, and that's what teaches people what the culture is here.
Like there's so many different ways to evaluate people, right? And there's little baby tests, right? That aren't like the full trust test, right? So I think it goes also back to kind of what Kevin said, say what you do and do what you say.
Kind of like what happened to Monica. How do you like your steak? She's like, Midland,
Oh, are we talking about like a collection?
Midterm.